Hello everyone, Chief Meteorologist Matt Hines here, and yep, another day of some severe weather across the area. Now these thunderstorms right now are nowhere close to the thunderstorms we had. I know there's some storm anxiety out there, and we just want to let you know these storms moving into McLennan County are not nearly the kind of storms that we had yesterday. However, they are still on the low end threat of severe, and we could get some quarter-size hail out of this thunderstorm as it makes its way across western parts of McLennan County. Looks like near the McGregor area, then down toward Moody. It looks like that will be affecting you. This one should stay south of Crawford, probably along Highway 84. So I'd say from McGregor to Woodway south toward Lorena, this is going to be impacting you. The hail cores come down just a little bit, but it may be going back up just a touch here over the past couple of scans, especially on the south side of McGregor currently as it works its way off toward the east. Again, I think we have Max 2 behind me. I'm seeing different things here.
I got you.
Here we go. Okay, quarter-size hail.
You got it.
And we got the quarter-size hail, again, that's just on the south side of McGregor, and that will continue toward you folks in Lorena. That is going to be moving your way as it continues across the southern parts of McLennan County. So folks in Waco, probably going to get some heavy rain out of this. We're going to see some localized street flooding as well with this as it continues to work its way off toward the east. That's going to be Highway 84 up through downtown Waco, Baylor, and then as you head down toward the Lorena area, that's where we're probably going to see a little bit of flooding from this, as this is going to produce some torrential rain already over ground that's saturated. We have flash flood warnings that have been issued for folks back into Coryell County, and you can see the track of the whole storm from Gulfwaite to Gatesville, now into McLennan County as well. This one's going to stay north of you folks in Temple, so we do not anticipate that that storm is going to impact you. However, there are more showers developing back to the west. These are struggling as of right now, but it's something we will watch as we make our way into the afternoon hours. The model's kind of backed off on any significant activity for us, but we may see an isolated storm or two here across the region. But as you head again around McGregor, down to Moody, over toward Bruceville, Eddy, Lorena, south side of Waco, we may see the potential for some coin-size hail and the potential for some gusty winds and a lot of thunder and lightning coming along with this, and very heavy rain. Now, the storm's moving quickly, as you can see. So with that storm motion, it's not going to rain heavy for an extended amount of time, but it is going to come down in buckets for about 20 to 30 minutes, and you can drop a good ½ inch to an inch of rain in that amount of time. So some localized flooding will be possible in and around Waco, and the best flooding threat here will probably be in Waco. Notice it's a little more elongated here across the I-30, or across the 84 corridor. And as you head down toward 35, it looks like it kind of gets a little more skinny down here. So some intense rain for a shorter amount of time for southern McLennan County, longer period of time for the Waco area as that continues off toward the east. So again, we do have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for this, but hopefully we'll see what they're going to do with this. Any more updates on that, Caleb?
I'm going to be looking behind the scenes to get some word from the National Weather Service. Nothing immediately. The warning itself goes until 2 o'clock, and again, we have 13 minutes, plus the storm itself is exiting the warning box. So like you said, if we do see something soon, or if we do see something, it would be soon. And if I get some word on that, I will let you know.
All right, so this goes until 2 o'clock. Right now it's 1:47, but it's increased in its forward speed. So if they're going to issue a new warning, it's going to happen here pretty soon as it works its way off toward the east. So we will see if another warning is issued for the rest of McLennan County. This would be the southern half of McLennan County and not really for the rest of us. So again, this continues to push off toward the east. Very heavy rain associated with this as well. But back behind it, there's not too much occurring as of now. That's good news. Hopefully we can keep it that way. Spotty showers as you head down toward Lampasas, but right now that is about it. We're about to join our KXXV audience live on the air. We're going to go ahead and pause for a second, and then we'll be right back. Hello everyone, Chief Meteorologist Matt Hines here. I want to give you an update on a thunderstorm moving into McLennan County right now. And we do have some heavy rain. I think that's going to be our biggest threat, and a new severe thunderstorm warning just issued for this. And this will likely include most of the city of Waco. And the hail size coming up just a little bit to about $half size, and this goes through 2:30. and it looks like 60-mile-per-hour winds as well. The main hail core likely south of Highway 84. This is going to be very heavy rain from downtown Waco extending all the way back to McGregor. So your higher flood threat is going to be along Highway 84. And then probably our better severe weather threat will be down toward Lorena, maybe over toward Bruceville Eddy as well. So again, a severe thunderstorm warning just issued. Let's get the text from Caleb.
Yeah, that is brand new, and that is going to run until, let me get a time of issuance on that. It is a 2:30 warning there as I load it up. So they have this as a severe thunderstorm located near Woodway. Moving to the east to 35 miles per hour. Most of McLennan County has been included. It does not include west, basically from Lacey Lakeview south through the rest of the county. And then Falls County, we're talking basically the northern and western parts of Falls County. Again, this goes until 2:30 for the potential of 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and half-dollar size hail.
All right, so let's go to our hail tracker real quick. I want to let you know, these are not like the storms of yesterday. I know we all have a lot of storm anxiety right now, especially in Bell County, but these are not nearly as severe as they were yesterday. Yes, they are deemed severe, but we're not talking about 90, 100-mile-per-hour winds and tornadoes with this particular thunderstorm. There's your hail core right there, southeast of McGregor. Looks like it's going to come very close to the Hewitt area and then off to the east toward Lorena. So Hewitt to Lorena, back to the west. That's where we're going to see this east now of Highway 317. Could be, again, quarter, maybe some half-dollar size hail. The hail core on the south side of Highway 84. So if you live along and north of Highway 84, you're going to be okay there. But on the south side of 84, again, we're starting to see this puff up, and it looks like that east-northeast direction again, Hewitt, Lorena, I-35 back to the west. That's where we'll have the potential for some hail with this. And remember, hail pockets, well, they can change in a hurry. So you can go from one location of dime-size hail, you can go a mile down the road, you get quarter-size hail. So again, sometimes these can be on the fashion of, well, very isolated. And I think this is going to be more of an isolated hail event, but we are going to see that make its way through. So that potential for that does exist. We do have the warning in effect. It does include downtown Waco and all the way up toward Lacey Lakeview, but the main crux of this is going to be mainly south of Highway 84, the way it looks right now, with the main hail threat. But very heavy rain will fall from Waco through Woodway, back through McGregor, and this is where it's a little more elongated along an east-west line, and we don't need much rain in a short amount of time to create flash flooding. That happened last night. That could happen right now as well. So no official flash flood warning for McLennan County. This is moving at a good clip. But I just want to let you know that we could see some localized flooding in a short amount of time in some of our city streets around here. So urban flooding, definitely a possibility across the area. So watch out for that if you're going to be out and about for this evening. It's going on almost 2 o'clock here. I think hopefully this should get out of here in time for school time pickup. But if you live east of I-35, that may impact you. So again, we're going to be watching that. This warning goes all the way down into Falls County. It does include the city of Marlin as well as it continues to work its way off toward the east. Other thunderstorms here up to the north. These are not deemed severe from Hamilton to south of Meridian. And there are other showers near Lampasas, things trying to get going. But our atmosphere is pretty worked over, so it's something we will continue to track. We're going to continue on our digital channels, but we will interrupt programming when necessary. We'll keep you advised. All right, we're continuing on our digital platforms here, and as you can see, we do have some heavy rain making its way across McLennan County right now. Good news is this stays out of the Temple area, so the cleanup there, hopefully we can get a little more of that cleanup going across Bell County, as this one has decided to come more up into McLennan County with that. And we're not getting any reports right now of any flooding, but again, this could throw down some pretty good rain in a short amount of time. Let's go to 1 hour rainfall totals here, and this will extend back from the Gatesville area. And again, in 1 hour, you're starting to get up to that yellow color. So that's a borderline 1 to 2 inches per hour falling from this. So if this lasts 30 minutes to an hour, well, guess what? You can pick up 1 to 2 inches of rain just like that. So that's why I do think there is some flood potential here in the city of Waco because of that. We had that last night. We may have that for this evening as well, or at least early afternoon. And then this will continue to pass on by. Hopefully, as we head into the evening hours, the thunderstorm threat will start to come down just a little bit more. That's what we're hoping for, but we will be looking for that. Any updates from the Weather Service, sir?
We don't have any reports of hail size or any measured wind gusts out of the storm. Thankfully, no reports from emergency managers of flooding either. You'll notice we do have these green boxes back here. These are flash flood warnings that basically all down Highway 84. It's exactly where some of these storms have been. It wouldn't take too much to get some flooding issues in Waco because before this storm arrived, we already had some showers falling over the McLennan County area. I think for just the past 2 hours, they've kind of been sitting here, and finally that some of those lifted to the north, and then on its heels came this thunderstorm. So it won't take too much to cause some urban flooding issues. Nothing from the Weather Service yet about an imminent flash flood warning, but I don't think it would take too much, especially after you consider how much flooding we had here yesterday and how long it took for that to drain away. So if something does happen like that where we get some new flash flood warnings, we'll let you know, but as of right now, we don't have any new reports to pass along.
All right, so let's go back to our hail tracker again. I think mainly south of 84 is where we're looking, and it's even come down even more. So that's good news. Hewitt to Lorena and to the west of Bruceville Eddy. It looks like trying to puff up maybe quarter-size hail associated with that. But this is starting to fall down just a little bit, and that's definitely some good news. But I do think the heavy rain threat is going to be around here across the area. So if you go pick up the kids from school, you may have to deal with some water on the roadways. I think the main thunderstorm by that time will start to pass on by, but we may have residual water on the roadways. Again, if you come to areas where water covers the road, turn around, don't drown. You know the adage with that. We don't want you to become a news story for today. Earlier, it had some rotation in the mid-levels when it was back over Coryell County, but looks like that's even starting to fade away. So I think this is mainly becoming a heavy rain threat here across the region. As you extend along I-35 from Waco to Bruceville Eddy, that will continue to push off to the east. So you live in Riesel, Mart, Axtell. This will likely be impacting you here in the next 20 minutes or so. So get ready for some heavy rain there as that continues off toward the east. Again, 1:55 now, so we're talking after the 2 o'clock time frame that will be making its way across eastern parts of McLennan County. And again, some very heavy rain associated with this. Currently, little thunder and lightning to go along with it as well. So we'll continue to track these thunderstorms very closely. Again, a severe thunderstorm warning in effect until 2:30. That is for McLennan and Falls County, but it does look like the hail threat at this point has come down quite a bit on our latest hail tracker, but it doesn't mean that it may not cycle up once again. Remember, these kind of thunderstorms, they come down, then they may cycle up, then they come down again. So we may be seeing some of that hail near the Lorena area right now. Very heavy rain across Woodway, Waco, and then extending east of McGregor currently. That will continue to work its way off toward the east-northeast. But again, it does appear that our hail core has come down quite a bit with this thunderstorm, and that's some good news to report, and this is nowhere near as severe as what we saw yesterday. So I just want to make sure that you all understand we're not dealing with the same kind of dynamics that we had yesterday. Remember, we had all that heat and energy during the day. We've had morning thunderstorms now going into the early afternoon. That zaps a lot of the energy into the atmosphere. So I think the model is finally starting to pick up on that, and hopefully about 3, 4 o'clock, we can start to say goodbye to some of this. Not to say that an isolated storm or two may not develop west of I-35 and push in. That potential will still exist, but I think it will be on an isolated basis here across the region. And then hopefully after 6, 7 o'clock, the models are saying it'll be quiet across our region, and it will be nice to have a quiet evening here across central Texas. But as of right now, some flooding potential here along the I-35 corridor, also some severe weather potential. And let's go back to our hail tracker once again, showing that we do have, again, maybe up to quarter-size hail. But this was issued for half-dollar size hail earlier, west of 317, but you can see how fast it came down. So we're going to continue to track this. We'll go ahead and end this Facebook Live, but we will be tracking this very closely. If it goes back up again, we're going to be right there for you. Don't worry about that. Keep it right here, and we'll keep you advised.